Oh, crap. All right. And now we do the voice check. And the voice check is up. What's going on, everybody? I had a momentary little lapse there, but we are ready to go live now here from the Glen. Welcome to the NARS Cup Series as we get ready to go here on this prestigious road course here in the upper side of New York State. And as I try to get everything up, I got my stream up, so we are good. We'll get the Discord back up so I can give you guys the rundown of everything going on. So it appears that Aussie Rules and Parley will be on your front row. And Aussie Rules sets a blistering lap of 1:08 flat. Parley 1:08 and 3/10. So a little bit of a gap there, but I expect that to close as we get things going right now. We look to the points, and Jet Blast, and the one is your points leader. But behind him is the man who starts on pole, the 19 of Aussie Rules. Both have 4 races. Both have a win, but it's the top 5s that are killing Aussie, as Jet Blast has finished in the top 5 in every race. As we're getting ready to go here. Thank God I looked. So it will be another late night for me, but we'll be fine. But here we are now. Get a look. Zach, unable to make qualifying. He will start at the tail end of this 16-car field. Jet Blast and FD Slayer will be in row 2 as the drivers are still loading in, as am I. Take a sip of water here to kick off what is to be a 45-lap race. So a quick one here. And, already underway. And look at this. Parley jumps out to the race lead. That's kind of the benefit, though, of starting second on this track, is you kind of have a better shot in turn 1. The opening corner, Parley jumps out to a massive lead. Whoa! Car's going crazy behind him. That was John Waterforce in the 17. That went crazy wide. Oh, gets into Snowy in the 38. A little bit of a bump, but everybody stays straight. Meanwhile, Parley will cross the line to complete lap 1 as he sits here with his bloody stream off. Because that's a good way to do it. Now you start to see the gaps start to form. The gaps between the cars. Everybody's spreading out, finding their own real estate. It is Parley, your race leader. Aussie Rules second. Jet Blast in third. FD Slayer in 4th. Hockey Bukaki rounding out your top 5. And then John Waterforce in 6th. Snowy in the 38. Oh, boy, through the grass. Missed the hell out of that corner. He sits 7th right now. And having a little bit of trouble through the carousel. He sits in 7th. That is the 77 of Jacob, working his way up through the field here And he is past the third. Oh, not quite yet. Side by side in the final corner. A little bit of contact, but Jacob clears with ease. Snowy having a little bit of trouble there in the second half of this road course. But it is Amar. Oh, trying to get by Snowy as well. Pinches him up high. Snowy. Oh, Waterforce is around. Oh, no. The S is a tricky bit here at the Glen. And John Waterforce caught up in it. Meanwhile, the battle between Amar and Snowy has now been settled in the braking zone. And you got NASCARillo back here fighting with the 48 of Zach and 6. So Zach making his way up a couple of positions to start. And you got CCR in the 20 back here just outside behind the 24. So he's up through the field. Shady Acres not really having the start he wanted to have. Yeah, pushing Heaven back here in the 4 with the 21. But Parley extending that lead. And Parley, a real hidden... He's got that hidden talent of road course racing. He is one of the best road course racers, I think, in this game. You just see the way he handles that carousel. The exit speed he just can carry. And look who's up into second or third now. Slayer has gone by the 1 of Jet Blast. When these guys cross the line this next time, I will tell you how many laps we have left on this stage. Should be about double-digit laps, so it's not like we're closing in on the end here. Yes, 5 laps to go here in stage 1. The lead starting to shrink a little bit right now, half a second between first and second. That lead's staying relatively about a tenth. The 19 gained on him there. We'll see how much time he just lost in that corner because it looks like he had a bad entry. Oh, and he got loose into that final corner, so definite loss of time. Key to road courses is all about entry. The better your entry, the better your exit. And you can see the way Parley, especially in that carousel on that last lap, arced his entry so he could have a straighter exit and allowed him to keep the gap on the 19. But the 19 arced the corner, or didn't arc the corner, but he arced the exit so that way he could carry the speed through the exit of the corner. So you see Parley doing here. 19 barreling down on him. The arcing did not work that time. The 19 closed in all the way to his bumper from half a second back. Side by side for the lead now. Oh! All right, so Aussie Rule is now your race leader, but he's in the wall. Parley back to his inside. Side by side through the S's. But Ozzy able to break through, but that just closed in the 22. It's a 3-car shootout. Jet Blast about 2.5 seconds back from these three, so he is not in this fight. You see Parley changing his line through that carousel, was arcing it, trying to have that straight exit speed, and now has switched to just running the bottom of it. Sorry, I heard something about Snowy in the chat. Wanted to make sure that, or not in the chat, but in the race chat. Oh, the 19 got real squirrely there out of that. Oh, and here we go, a lap car already. That's the Ford pushing heaven. This could spell trouble for your top three and really shake things up, even though Ozzy and Parley, now that they've got... Oh, Parley! Hard into the back of the 19. And that just brought the 22 right back into it. Pushing heaven. Out of the way of the leaders. Oh, it sounds like we are coming to one lap to go here in stage one, are we? Yes, we are. Oh, and Ozzy messes up turn one! Parley through the lead. The 22 through to second. Hopped the curb and the 19 lost traction. Parley now has to fight off the 22. Little arc to that corner. The 19 doing the same thing. Can Parley hold off FD Slayer? Oh, showed almost a little too much bottom there, but it looks like if he doesn't spin it, Parley will come out of the final corner with the lead, and Parley will take home stage one. Slayer second, Ozzy Rules third. The one Jet Blast running in fourth, and Hockey Bukaki rounding out your top five. We'll get a full top 10 rundown. And it was Jacob in sixth, Amar 7th, Snowy 8th, T-Dog 9th, and Nascarillo rounding out your top 10. All right, and here we go. Probably this time starting on the inside. We'll see how good of a run he gets into turn one. We'll go on the look back cam. Green flag is out. The 22 with the jump on the outside. Oh, and we make it through. And there goes Slayer to the race lead. but he has to hold off the 42 of Parley. And what happened to Ozzy on that restart? Oh, the 10 of Bukaki goes way squirrely out of the bus stop, trying to save it from the 77, who's all the way up to 5th now, trying to get himself to 4th. Just has to get around the 10. He's already got himself around the 1 of Jet Blast, who is now out of the top 5. Oh, what an entry. Oh! Had to let off, though, giving the 10 the room to stay in 4th. Meanwhile, the 2 up at the front, the 42 and the 19, their fight's just getting going. 19. Oh, the 19's around! Aussie rules! Oh! His car is ghosted. Oh, that is unfortunate. See what happened here is they went into the S's. Oh, caught that wall.
Aussie did what John did in the first stage.
So Aussie.
And Parley didn't even know it until he was already through the S's. But this fight here, with the 10, 77, the 1 and the 5, oh, but the 10 in the wall. There goes Jacob. He's now up into 4th, and now the 1 trying to get to 5th, and he doesn't do it yet. Jet Blast does not clear the 10. Look at the run Hockey Bukaki has. Had to let off there. He was going to put the 77 right into that retaining wall. And that allowed Jet Blast to his outside. We'll see how we go in the bus stop. The 10 reluctantly gives up the spot. This is just for 4th. $19 in the pits to repair his damage. Heavy front end damage. On that 19, his damage is repaired. He is back out. 3 of 9 complete. Now 4. And Hockey Bukaki with Amar starting to barrel down on him. Meanwhile, the 22 of Slayer has unlocked something in that 22 in this stage as he has broken away to a tremendous lead. He has gapped the crap out of that 42 of Parley. Oh, Jet Blast in the wall! That is an in-game caution. And that works out tremendously for Aussies. That'll allow him to possibly get that 19 back into the top 10. Right now he sits 15th. Honestly, if I was Aussie, I wouldn't even pit here. I just came off a pit road, but he didn't. He was just coming down to repair the heavy damage. But everybody coming down pit road here. You see how far back Aussie is. But it is the 42 and the 22. Parley's pit crew got him back to the front. but the outside line here might as well be first. And we make it through the first corner. Parley this time, not letting the 22 out of his sights. As Hockey Bukaki up to third. Gets squirrely getting into the S's, though. And look who's up in fourth. None other than John Waterforce in the 17. Always seems to find his way up to the front. Took him a little bit to get here. Amar now sits fifth in the 5. Aussie Rules is already up to P12. Oh, Snowy got the penalty through the bus stop. Aussie Rules now has just one lap. This is one lap to go. But they are coming up to in stage 2. There's the 4. I believe he is one lap down. No, he should be on the lead lap, I believe. He is on the lead lap. That was for position. So up to 11th now has T-Dog. That's to get himself a stage point here, which he now desperately needs. Sitting second in points. And the 22 breaking away from the 42 yet again. And Amar trying to take away fourth from the 10 of Aki Bukaki, who was in third, now falls to fifth. Oh, Jet Blast! Gets demolished in the same corner. But Slayer will come around and win stage 2. And the 19 of Aussie Rules comes in to finish 9th in the stage. I don't know what the hell happened back there, but it brought out the yellow that will end the stage. The top 10 did not even cross the line. But Amar will finish 4th. Hockey Bukaki rounds out your top 5. Zach in 6th. Nash Carrillo 7th. Jacob LK in 8th. Aussie Rules in 9th. And T-Dog in 10th. And here we go. Getting ready to go green. Aussie Rules pit crew got him back to 13th. Oh no. And look at this, a 22 breaking away. Look at them all shuffled up back here. Jet Blast in the 1. The 19 of Aussie Rules. All these guys started in the top 5. They're now fighting just to get through the field. Oh, man, Aussie Rules is putting that 19 car in anywhere he can. Up 2 spots in that one section in the S's alone. How will the dog step fare? Wow, the dog leg. Wow. Just had a fucking stroke. Ran out of vocal talent real quick. They make it through. Oh, and look at this. We have a change up for the lead as I go the entirely wrong way. Parley caught the lead from the 42, or from the 22. And I really do think, unless a caution comes out to save the 19, ooh, gets a shot from Lil One of Jet Blast into turn 1. Oh, the 5 of Amar's around. Does a quick little pirouette and saves himself. But look at that front end damage. He has the rhino horn, as I call it, because it looks like a rhino horn. Now dropping through the field. Ooh, the 38 is Snowy heavy through the grass. He will give up the spot. Meanwhile, the 19 of Aussie up to, this is for 7th. So the 24 of T-Dog drops to 8th. And here comes Jet Blast through to 8th. T-Dog down to 9th. Parley, though, gapping the 22. This is crazy to me. We will have a pit stop in this stage. Only one to get us to the end of this. 21 laps to go. We are 27 laps through, so already past the halfway point. And we'll go back here and look at the 17 of John Waterforce running third. These guys are nothing but dots on his screen. But right now he's got a window full of the 10 of Hockey Bukaki and Nascarillo in the 99 up here in the top 5. Oh, and they're going to be 3 wide down the front stretch. Only for a second, though. Here comes the 77 of Jacob, who's having a terrific run. And Bukaki will move up a spot. Jacob will clear John Waterforce as well through the S's. Nascarillo tried to fit the 99 into a gap that was closed by the 17. Shoot back up here to the lead. Parley just so good through that carousel. And Bukaki already gapping the cars he just passed. We'll take a look at the 19 of Aussie Rules, who has caught this battle. And now trying to get by the 19 of 99, sorry, of Nascarillo. Ooh, who got loose? The 19 into the grass. Here comes Jet Blast. And the 1 to take away 7th and potentially more. He does. He gets by the 99, but shoots wide, overcuts the corner. The 99 gets back around. Cooked it into 1. Oh, the 22 gets a little squirrely, but saves it. Able to keep the gap, though, to the 42. This is going to be a dogfight with these two cars right here. Barring a caution that could probably get Aussie Rules back in this, I don't see anybody else competing with these two. Or even Jet Blast. Jet Blast would definitely have something for these guys. But other than that, I do not see a world where anybody puts a fight up for the top spot. I think the battle now is just for 3rd. And that is being held strong by the 10 of Hockey Bukaki. Oh, the 77 and the 17 are not going away. Hockey into the outside wall through 1. Here comes the 77 of Jacob to his inside. But Hockey's been strong through the S's. Now we go on. How will the braking zone fare? And the 77 clear through to 3rd. Aussie has not been able to get by that 99. The 1 of Jet Blast finally made his way by. But Ozzy having some temperature issues minorly. Just saw the temp light come on for that 19 is back on again. So the 19 dealing with some heating issues. I remember seeing him taking a heavy impact. But this battle for the lead continuing to stay red hot. 17 laps to go. Oh boy, NASCARillo just took a ride through the grass. But apparently it wasn't enough for Amar, or not Amar, the 19 of Aussie Rules to get by. Aussie really struggling with that 19 right now. About 10 laps before these guys have to pit. So it'll be under 10 laps to go. But these guys will start making the money stop. Get that out of the way. Parley. Slayer. Keeping the fight close within a half a second of each other. And miles away from the 77 of Jacob. Ooh, and Jacob struggling through the S's. That allows Hockey Bukaki to enter the fray again for the third position. And Hockey will clear. Meanwhile, here comes that one of Jet Blast slowly making his way into this battle for the third spot between what could be about 4 cars. Right now it is only between 2, the 10 and the 77. Parley stretches out the lead just a bit. Oh, and Hockey wide again through turn 1. 77 does as well, and that allows John Waterforce through. But reluctant to try and be aggressive through the S's. He will fall back in line behind Jacob. The one of Jet Blast. Seeing everybody up here going toe to toe. Yet again, we are side by side. Or at least we were for that third position. Here comes John Waterforce. The inside of Jacob. Cooking it into 1. Will Jacob be able to pull off the crossover? Yes, he's to the inside of John through the S's. A little bit of contact. Very slight. Letting each other know they're there. Man, this battle is just continuing to heat up. Meanwhile, the one at Jet Blast continuing to close in. Also an update now, Aussie Rules has gotten by NASCARillo. Meanwhile, Jet Blast being the first car down pit road, short pitting on a road course. Right now, just trying to get to third, I believe, because, like I said, there's nobody. Hockey's in third. These guys are just getting out of the bus stop, and he just got visual of the bus stop. These guys already threw it back on the race course, and Bukaki is just getting onto the carousel. What a gap! Ozzy Rules, though, up +7 from the restart. He is up to 6th. From the start of this stage, definitely one of the biggest movers. And we see Jacob down pit road now. Will we see the 19? No. Also the top two not down pit road yet. Man, these guys are more than a straightaway ahead. This is insane. Oh, here we go. Let's shake up. Slayer down pit road. This could be where the short pit pays off. We shall see. Nobody else. Jet Blast back on track. And it looks like these... Oh, and there's actually the 21 of Rage to Overcome. He's actually coming off of pit road. Probably just did have a car behind him. Oh, it's Snowy and the 38 who just came off of pit road. So Aussie Rules has now gotten himself up to 4th, still dealing with that temperature issue. It's on and off right now. The light keeps going on and out, in and out. And Parley down pit road now, giving up the lead. Pretty sure he's gonna be halfway down when Bukaki gets by. No, Bukaki coming down pit road as well. We jump onto the 19 here. He's staying out, along with the 99 of NARS Cup. These guys are gonna try and run it out. And now we go to the 22. This will be still for position. Parley off of pit road. He's into the S's, so the short pit, somebody was around there. I think that might have been Shady Acres. Pushing Heaven is done for the night. Zach down for his pit stop. The 19 now behind the 99. Or sorry, no, he hasn't even come down to pit road yet. Oh, the 99 did get by him. But Ozzy running it to the end. The short pit has not paid off. Still got another 2-3 laps he can stay out. As for him, there are 9 laps to go. I really anticipated them being pitting a little bit closer to that window, but apparently I was wrong. As the 42 of Parley, though, has a tremendous lead. Through the S's onto that long straightaway into the braking zone. Meanwhile, Slayer... Oh, is into the wall! Right now, the 19 of Aussie Rules is your race leader. This should be the lap that 19 comes down. Never mind, he's just gonna run it. Run it out. He does have, depending on what he did when he came down, I don't know if he got fuel and fixed his damage. I do know he fixed the damage that 19 had suffered. And I know he didn't take tires. So he must have gotten fuel along with repairing the damage on the 19. Meanwhile, when the dust settles, this 42 of Parley will be your race leader. This should be the lap we see the 19. We'll ride on with our current race leader to watch him come down to make his money stop. Oh, that was almost disastrous as Shady Acres spun it on the entrance of pit road, but he got it squared away before the 19 got there. And here comes the 42 of Parley. The 19 not even in his picks box yet. And there goes the 42 for the lead. As I'm going the long way around. There we go. So Parley, now your race leader once again. This will be a quick stop and go here for the 19. He sits in third by a considerable margin. Aussie Rules strategy might have just paid off, as he is in third by over 3 seconds. Just about. And he will have enough fuel to make it to the end. I won't know that when that end is until the next lap happens, but how about this 42 of Parley? The 22 is closing in. The gap not as far as it once was. It is still over 7 seconds. But it has definitely come down by a bunch, as 22 wasn't even in the same zip code. It's still dropping, now under 7 seconds, as we have 6 to go. Well, I think the biggest way to go has got to be from the 19 of Aussie Rules. Pit strategy has worked, but do not look now. Here comes the 17 of John Waterforce, who could potentially rain on his parade. That was about 3 second gap, now closed to under 2. As the lead now to about 5 seconds. The 22 is closing. It is a 5 second gap. And we have about, what, 5 laps to go? Yes, 5 to go. But dealing with a little bit of traffic is the 22. He's got 2 cars to get around. The 77 of Jacob, who is a lap down. And looks like he's suffered a bit of damage. And this will definitely hurt him. Contact, a little bit of elbows out there from the 22 just to get by. But the gap is now 3 seconds. 2 seconds. Aussie Rules closed in. Oh my gosh. 4 laps to go. By this time, it will be a shootout with 1 to go. Parley could be saving a bit here. Oh, and that's not what Parley wanted to see. The 21 letting the 22 by, and the gap is shrinking heavily. Oh boy, it is now under 2 seconds. Oh, the anxiousness. Oh, now the 22 is there. Parley to the bottom. Here comes Slayer. 2 laps to go. Parley heavy into the braking zone. Allows Slayer by. The 22 is your new leader. So the no tires call is also what Parley did. And he feels like the tires might not make it to the end here. So this, well, we can definitely say, it, unless barring a caution, this is going to be a shoo-in for this 22 machine. Like I said, barring a caution, because then that puts the 42 and now the 19 back into it. Wow. Where's the 42? Parley's on pit road. Parley's tire was not going to make it. And he will relinquish a top finish. Now the battle for the podium again between Jet Blast and Water Force. Closing in as we have about 2 to go, I believe. Yes, this is the white flag lap, actually. So Slayer takes the white. That means that Water Force has to hold on 1 lap to get a podium spot. The 19 is about 3 seconds ahead of this little battle. There you see him going into the S's just ahead of the 17. Jet Blast starting 3rd, sits 4th, hoping to finish where he started, which would be awesome on a road course. But John started about 7th. Now sits in the third spot. The one not going away, but we cut up to the 22. Who is out of turn. The final corner. The 22 is Slayer. Wins it at the Glen. And the 19 of Ozzy will come out of the final corner as well. And Ozzy Rules, using pit strategy, comes home in second. John Waterforce third. The one of Jet Blast will finish fourth. Nas Carrillo fifth. Hockey Bukaki sixth. Snowy seventh. Parley will finish eighth. T-Dog ninth. And Amar rounding out your top 10. What a fight. What differing strategies. Some paid off. Some ended on pit road. But at the end of the day, it was Slayer who started fourth. He is +3 to the finish and sits atop the podium. As we will see, we'll get the invites out to your top 3 so that way they can get up here. Oh my gosh. Now we get the top 3.
Oh, I went no tires. I said, fuck it. See if I can do it.
Yeah, I get it. Oh, I went no tires last race too. That tires was 7. I was saying that I wasn't on fast, but I wrecked early. The gas, and then I had to get the gas. So I was like, finally a chance to get the top 10.
Now we just wait for... There's John. Hey, John, you think you can get the rest of the top 3 up here?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
If I would have slowed up a little bit, that race is not really too good.
There is Slayers, and now we just wait for the man who finished in second. That is Aussie Rules. And there he is. So we will get this one going, and we will start with the car who worked his way up into the top 5 throughout the race and finishes this one on the podium, and that is the 17 of John Waterforce.
Yes, sir.
Well, I mean, you didn't have the qualifying you were expecting starting outside the top 5, but you used some strategy throughout the race and some aggressive driving. You had to fight for that third place spot. Walk me through your race and all these battles you had to fight.
Well, there wasn't much strategy to it. It was just getting a feel for the track again because I haven't practiced at all. This is the only time I get on the game is on Fridays, so just using past knowledge. And I mean, I don't know this track like some others, but I know it good enough, I feel like. And I wrecked myself in stage 1. I felt like hitting the wall and ruining my first stage, so I had to take a wave around. Stage 2, just kind of worked my way through the field and didn't let strategy play out with the guys in front, and some guys fell off, and you know we got a third. I'm very impressed with a third. No more than I practice, no more effort I put into actually racing on the game. I am stoked to have a third place.
Yeah, I was going to say, with no practice going on a road course was a little bit of a ballsy strategy, but I mean, that has to be a little bit more than luck to be able to put this 17 in position to continuously keep getting these top fives.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm experienced enough that I don't need to practice that much to run competitively. But of course, you need to practice a little bit if you want to win at these certain tracks like Watkins Glen. It's a tough track, and you got to know adjustments too. I didn't really adjust my car too much. I did adjust a little bit, but not much. I didn't really want to mess with it too much because it felt decent enough to where I could hang in the top 5, top 3, whatever. So I mean, it's one of them things, but I'm like I said, I'm stoked to be in third. This is a victory at this point.
Well, hey, man, congratulations on the top 3 finish. And, crap, where are we next week? I have the points pulled up, not the schedule.
Looks like Charlotte.
Is that the Oval?
Yep,
Yes.
Oval.
Okay, thank God.
Longest race of the year.
Oh, damn it. Shucks, I forgot about that. I was going to say, I know that Charlotte's a pretty up and down track for a lot of people. Is that a track that you feel like you can have some success at next week?
Who knows? I think I can. I know how to get around Charlotte pretty good. I feel like it's one of my. I have a lot of fun at that track. I'm not gonna say it's my best track, but I have a lot of fun at that track, and I think the draft is gonna play into effect a little bit. With these cars, you can't just pull away from somebody. So I think it will be a little crowded, but I feel good about it. There's no pressure on me to perform. There's no pressure. I just drive.
All right, brother. Well, hey, congratulations on a third place finish, and we will see you next week at Charlotte.
Thank you, sir.
And now we go up to a driver who had an up and down day. I feel like is a little bit of an understatement. The 19 of Aussie Rules.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, man, you came home, finished at second, no, without some bold-ass strategizing at the end. I mean, walk me through it, dude, because stage 1, you were right there in the top 3, fighting for the lead, had it at some points, but stage 2 is what killed you.
Yeah, completely wiped out at the beginning of stage 2 there, which, just kills your race. I'm not sure how I came back with a second there, but yeah, the strategy was kind of... it worked in my favor, I guess, to a certain degree, but I'm not sure even if I had a flawless race. That 22 was hella fast, so not sure it would have changed a whole lot. Parley, I know he was super quick. It's good to race up in front with those guys in that first stage, but just the pressure got to me. Those guys are hard to beat, so you always try to push for everything you can, and sometimes it works, and sometimes sometimes it doesn't.
Now, was this the strategy you called, the strategy you had coming into today, or did it have to change based on what happened in stage 2?
That's a good question. I didn't really have much of a strategy, just kind of drive fast. I won this race last season on strategy, and I said it then and I'll say it again. You take the wins when you can get them, no matter what strategy you use. But yeah, I just found myself in a bit of a hole from that, from wiping out in the beginning of stage 2 there. So knew that stage 2 was pretty much a lost cause, and I just had to stop the bleeding as much as possible. And then that last stage just found myself in the middle of the pack and just rolled the dice on taking no tires at the end there. So at road courses, it's a bit more forgiving, if you back up corners and that kind of thing. But there was still plenty of tire left. I just, but I wouldn't have made a difference to get to the 22.
Yeah, and I know in stage 3 your pit crew kind of let you down when you made your way up to ninth, and then you restart 13th, having to work your way not only back to ninth, but now having to figure out pit strategies and all that. Was that kind of a letdown, or were you kind of excited to have to race and not just run by yourself for the whole stage?
Yeah, I mean, I had to fix some damage, I think, so that kind of got me set back a little bit. There's some, trying to drive through the field, there's some incidental contact that happens, so, but I knew I wasn't going to have a chance if I, didn't have a fairly clean car, so, just you roll the dice. I mean, the good thing is, I guess, when you're back in the pack like that, you really have, you don't have a lot to lose. You just, throw caution to the wind and go for it, but, yeah. No, it worked out. Top two is not a bad place to be. Obviously would have liked the win, but yeah, sometimes you beat yourself at these tracks, and when when you've got these guys that are, really fast, you got to push the envelope a little bit, and just pushed it a little bit more than I probably should have.
Oh man, well, hey, you definitely drove your actual ass off today, and you paid off with a second place finish. And we congratulate you on that, and we will see you next week in Charlotte, brother.
Appreciate it. Thanks for calling the race again. Shout out to the 22 Slayer. Good race, good win. We'll catch you guys next week.
Yes, sir. And that will move us on to the 22 of Slayer. Slayer, is this your first race?
With you guys, yes.
Oh well, well, welcome. And congratulations is not usually what I say when I say welcome, but it will be today because, man, you were lights out. Stage one, you were putting up a fight. Stage two was all yours. I mean, just walk me through this car, dude. What was it about this 22 that just made it so dominant?
I honestly don't know. I usually can run well about halfway through a race, and then I end up screwing up. But hopefully, I tried pissing it away in the third stage almost, and luckily I didn't. But first stage, I was just trying to pace myself with these guys, just try to get a feel with how a majority of these guys race, because 3/4 of them I have never raced before. So I didn't want to ruffle feathers or make a bad name for myself right off the bat. And stage two, once I got out in front, I felt more my element of just getting comfortable into a groove. And then stage three, I pushed the envelope a little too far, and coming out of the bus stop, and I just paced a parlay for a little while until a pit stop. Almost thought I gave it away because my pit entry, I was 15 mile an hour. I forgot what the pit lane speed was. And once I seen he was out in front by like 10 seconds, I just basically put my head down, and I didn't realize until about 2 laps before I called him. He goes, "Oh yeah, I didn't take any tires." I was like, "Oh, okay." So I was really pushing the hell out of the car to catch him. But no, it was comfortable, very comfortable.
Yeah, and you said that stage two really allowed you to get in that groove being out front. Do you feel like if stage two went the same way as stage one, that stage three would have had a different outcome because you didn't have that time to be out front and get that groove that you got?
I don't know. I just if I wouldn't have been out in front, I kind of would have just paced with the field a little bit and just try to pick and choose my passing points. You know what I mean? Because, like I said, I'm not in here to ruffle any feathers. I've been there, done that all, and it's like I just want to sit here, racing these leagues and chill, and have good competition.
Well, I mean, you definitely didn't ruffle any feathers today, I don't think, but you definitely made a name for yourself in an entirely positive way. Just coming out here and flexing some muscle on a road course is definitely not an easy task. Is the road course circuit more your style, or is it just today was that good of a day for you?
I got a lot of teaching from a good friend of mine and Jet Blast from Sharp 24. I got to give a lot of credit to him. He's worked with me a lot with my road course racing on this game. Um, I play a lot of GT7 a lot, so that I can transfer over to the road courses on NASCAR to a certain extent.
All right. Well, hey, man. Well, welcome to the league and congratulations on an amazing win here at the Glen. And we will see you next week at Charlotte.
Yes, sir.
And that will do it for your top three. Now we set off for the longest race of the season, which I just can't wait for. But that will be at the Charlotte Night Race, which will be an action-packed one. Back to the ovals we go. That'll be next Friday at 9:30-ish Eastern Time. We look forward to seeing you there. But for today, it is the day of the 22, the Yellow Mean Machine, being driven by Slayer to a very dominant win and only his first race in NARS, so a little taster of what's to come for him, potentially down the road, but that will do it for tonight. My name is Walbridge. This has been the NARS Cup Series, and we will see you next